Good evening. We are live, people. It is Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master, back as always every Thursday without fail with my UK Bitcoin Master live show. Welcome, everyone. Today is the 3rd of June, 2021. I believe something is starting to happen in Miami, and I wish I was there, and I bet some of you wish you were there too, but it is what it is. Let's see what we can catch of it live. It certainly looks like it's going to be the most incredible event, but there you go. If you are new to the channel, as I'm doing the intro, do check below. You need to read this disclaimer because you're not going to get any financial advice, charts, technical analysis here whatsoever. So do your own research. Very important, people. Don't forget to like this video, share it, subscribe. Bash the bell button, subscribe to my backup channel, UK Bitcoiner. That's in the show notes under this video right now. I have had this channel taken down once, and if it goes again, you know, those that are not in motion are going to be going, oh, what's happened to UK Bitcoin Master? Whereas if you are subscribed there and YouTube does, for whatever crazy reason, take my channel down again, you will see me going live on the UK Bitcoiner channel immediately, because you'll be getting notified, because you'll click the subscribe, the bell button and the all, and then if this goes down, you will have continuity of my shows. So the amount of times I say this and people don't go and sub, you really want to sub over there. You're not going to get any notifications. It's dormant, but I would encourage you all to subscribe over there. Obviously, tweet this out. That's really important. Help me out if you're on Twitter, people. I am just a couple of subs short of 900 followers, and I want to get over that 900 mark, and then I want to push on and get through that 1,000 followers on Twitter. So help me out if you can, people. That would be absolutely superb. Sorry about that. Right. As always, over to the chat. Let's see who we've got in the house. No, actually, let me get rid of that first. Let me quickly plug the ukbitcoinmaster.com and bitcoininterviews.com websites. Check them out, people. If you want to see the interviews, you'll see them at Bitcoin Interviews. Every other video is on the bitcoinmaster.com site. Finally, for anybody looking to drop a lightning tip, you don't have to, but if you want to, there's a tipping.me address there. That is in the show notes as well. There's also a Bitcoin address down there, but hey, anyone that donates a bit of Bitcoin is absolutely crazy, in my opinion. But there you go. Finally, if you're on the move and you're busy and you'd prefer to listen on the podcast, I'm on Anchor FM. You can follow me there. It is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and several others that I'd never even heard of before, but it is out there on podcast. You'll find me at UK Bitcoin Master Podcasts with an S on the end. .com. Okay, so very quickly, who have we got in the chat? Okay, excuse me, UK Bitcoiner. No, I went into that and just pounded strong hand, but UK Bitcoin Master, that's me. Welcome. Who else have we got? We have got Ian Stewart's house. I guess that's Ian. I want to give a shout out to Ian, because Ian, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you are the guy that kept messaging me saying, I found your channel, and I've gone right back to video 1, and I've gone right through your series, and I'm catching up. I'm pretty sure that's you, Ian, if you want to confirm or deny that. If it is you, have you caught right up yet? Have you skipped a few? But here's the thing, people. The one thing I learned from Bitcoin Meister is be in motion. And Ian Stewart's house, or Ian, is in motion, because he's done what I encourage people to do, and in a condensed period of time has learned a whole ton about Bitcoin by following my channel. So Ian, if it was you, way to go. Can't fault you at all there. We've got Yorkie Bitcoiner is in the house, then not in the house, but apparently he sneaked back into the house. Welcome, JC Borta, coming in from South Africa. I've seen my lovely wife in the house, Elaine, Mrs. UK. Matthew Underhill from the Bitcoin Book. Welcome, Matthew. Johnny Midas coming in from Malibu. Welcome, Johnny. Michael Webber from the south coast of the UK is in the house. Casso, welcome back. Great to see you here, Casso. Proud Zionist Jew is in the house, pounded and retweeted. Adam Meister does this every time for me, as do I for him. And that's all you need to learn, people, is go and retweet this show link if you're on Twitter, and do it every time, people, because it is going to get more eyeballs on this channel. It is going to get more noobs to find a channel that isn't full of hot air. It isn't leading them down a route or a path of trading to make money. It isn't taking them down the poop coin, altcoin route. It is a Bitcoin only channel. And if you want more regular people like us to find my channel, then you need to retweet this, and you need to go out and find 4 or 5 of your friends and or family, send them my link and say you want to be watching this, because you will help the massive noobs come in to find my channel more by doing that. So you're helping the noobs as well as my channel. So Towers Comics, welcome to you. Great to have you in the house. Michael Lilienfeld, I hope I haven't butchered that, Michael, but Michael, welcome. Who else have we got? I don't want to miss anybody out. Buffy W, my lovely daughter, has just joined. Buffy, welcome to the show, sweetheart. It's great to have you in the house. Okay, so that's all the daft preliminaries out of the way. Now, if you're new to this channel, let me tell you why I do that. A, because my sub base isn't huge, so I don't get hundreds and thousands of people in the chat where the chat is going crazy. But B, whilst it is a small channel, and hopefully it'll grow, but if it doesn't, it'll always be a small channel, I want to include the people in the chat and bring them into my show so they feel part of it. That is why I do that, people. Don't ever anybody put in my comments, God, how long to do your intro? Because I want to include the people that are regulars in my chat. Nobby 2044, welcome. Good to have you in the house, Nobby. Great to see you. So what I want to do is get on over to my desktop. Let's first have a look at what's going on with the Bitcoin price, and then we'll talk about what's going on out there. So if we look at the weekly chart, you can see there's a dip down and a recovery. So we're recovering over a week. But you know that is not what my channel is about. So if I go over to this one, here's a thought for you. We are taught in business, aren't we? Set out a 5-year business plan. Well, if you're going to invest into Bitcoin, imagine you're investing in a business and give yourself a 5-year window. In fact, if we actually look, we're about 39,000 right now. So it's a little bit healthier than it was last week, which is really good. But if we go back to June 17, let's see how close I can get. There you go, June the 2nd, 17. Bitcoin's price 4 years ago, yesterday, was $2,400. Anyone got a calculator? Times 39,000 by 24, and that's how much Bitcoin has X'd in 4 years. So when we say 5 years, you're never going to go far wrong. You're going to get some serious corrections, just like the one we've got going on here, where we shot up to 64 and we're back down just shy of 40. But I'm telling you, I've told people time and time again on my show, what you're looking at here as we live through it seems horrific, is going to be no more than a bump in the road that was the pump of 2017. And if I took you back further to the 2013-14 one, I wonder if I can on all. Hold on. Yeah, look at this, people. That was the previous bull run. That blip in the road, okay? And then we've got the 20K one in 2017. Then we've got whatever this one is at the end of 2021. Let's just say we are finished and the bull run's done, okay? Now, I'm not saying it is, but just imagine it was done. So if you took a ruler from this point here to where we are right now, what is that, about a 25% steady increase? So imagine if you got into Bitcoin today and all it did was 4x to gain for you, but we believe this is going up a lot more this year. You're not losing, are you? And this is where people go wrong, because they look at the short-term charts, and it is absolutely futile to do that. So zoom out. If you are going to get into Bitcoin, dollar cost average every time you can, and then don't worry about today's charts, a weekly, a monthly, or even a yearly. Yearly's okay, watch it. Quarterly, watch it, but keep your focus on that 4-5 year period, or the next halving, or if you're younger than me, as Nobby, 2024, a 2044, I'm guessing that might be a halving, 32, 36, 40. Yep, 2044. I guess that's the halving you're looking at, Nobby. But then to be fair, I'm twice your age. So we're all going to have a different strategy, aren't we? It's no good me waiting till the 2024 44 halving, because I will be, oh crikey, where are we now? Let's call it 23 years. I'll be nearly 90. I'll be probably looking at the grass from the other side. So we've all got different strategies, but the point is, wherever you're at, look at the next halving and beyond, and you won't go far wrong. That is my sound advice on this channel, along with this bit of advice. Buy some Bitcoin. Get it off an exchange and store it on a hardware device. And then do nothing. Well, get on with life. Go to work. Support your family. Pay your mortgage. Go on holiday. Cut the back and front lawns. Do what we do in life. Don't wish those halvings to come around, because I'm telling you from my own experience, I cannot believe that it is gone 4 years since I bought my first 5 Bitcoins. 4 years. It's mental. Okay. So the next 4 years, then the 8 years and the 12 years, they're going to come soon enough. And then you're going to get to my time of life where you'll be looking back thinking, where the hell did it all go? Don't wish it away, people. Really, really, really don't wish it away. It's going to happen whether you want it to happen or whether you don't. Just keep dollar cost averaging in. And I'm telling you, even if you got to reach out to me the other side of the grave and tell me I was right in 2032, 2036, Nobby, 2044, that's cool. That's cool. But the great thing is, even if I'm not here anymore, these videos, unless YouTube do something wacky, are going to be here, and they're going to stand the test of time. Stayed on that a little bit too long, but let's move on. So what we're looking at always is what is out there in the media. What sort of FUD are we having to deal with? When you look back at the 2017 halving, which I lived through, the 2017 bull run, I got in May. And then, of course, we had the Bcash fork in August, and we had Segwit. And if you're new and don't know what that is, you've got to go and do some research. And there was all the ICO hype, and, they were saying Bitcoin was going to crash to zero. And, is this wrong and that wrong? And this is it. It's dying. And, we've got the same thing happen again right now because of this correction. So a few I found. It says Bitcoin price volatility reaches its highest in a year during May, as if that's supposed to sway anyone that's building a strong hand. This is just FUD. It is fear, uncertainty, doubt. It is MMM, mainstream media rubbish. Ignore them. Bitcoin price crash isn't over, says JP Morgan strategist. Now, this may have been a couple of days ago, but all of a sudden it's recovering. Now, if we go back to the chart for a moment, people, I'm going to say one thing to you all. Have a look at this. No, hang on. Let me get the... Right. Now I'm trying 7 days. Which one is it? Right. It may be recovering, but don't think we can't go back and have another down. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with Bitcoin. Thank you, MSM JC. I've changed my latency, so you and I should be within a few seconds tuned into each other. So as I saw that pop up, JC, I mentioned it. So it'd be interesting to know if there is much of a delay there. So what you've got to do is tune out this rubbish. Maybe the price crash correction isn't over yet. You just keep dollar cost averaging, because when you get in the Bitcoin rabbit hole, you start to realize that the fundamentals are mega strong. There's nothing wrong with the fundamentals. I said it on the last show. TikTok, next block. Every 10 minutes, Bitcoin churns out 6.25 Bitcoins. The network, without fail, it's done that for 12 years. And no matter what's going on in the media, no matter what we report as commentators, you should just be tuning in to utilize what I've learned to help you build a strong Bitcoin hand. That's really all I'm trying to help you to do. I'm not trying to teach you anything apart from build a strong Bitcoin hand. That's the only thing I can ever teach you, because most of this heavy stuff goes right over my head. So I don't need to know it, and neither do you. We've got this one. Bitcoin's daily active addresses plummet as the top theory builds momentum, i.e. we've hit the Bitcoin top. Okay, so what if we have? What if we go into a crypto winter? People, you need to go back, if you're new to this channel, and check out some of my videos through 2018, 2019, and you come back and report back to me that you found just one negative show about Bitcoin. I was bullish through the whole of that crypto winter, that Bitcoin winter as we call it. We hit just under 20k in December 2017. January 18 starts plummeting. We get down to 3k thereabouts. We sit along the bottom. All of 18 we went up a little bit, but then all of 19. And not once did you find a negative video on Bitcoin from me. So there's people saying the top is in. If you look at, there's a couple of traders that I follow, not because I want to trade, but I'm trying to learn to understand some of the indicators they use to show a top might be in or the top isn't in. There's a few I don't even know how to, there's an RSI indicator and some others. I don't understand them, but I keep tuning in when they do their shows to try and pick bits up so I can start to try and understand where they get their figures from. We're not at a top, or we are at a top. Willy Woo's a good one, etc. So that's the only reason. I'm not interested in trading, and you shouldn't try and trade Bitcoin because you will get totally wrecked. The house always wins when you gamble. So we've got this issue with the Elon Musk tweets, haven't we? He was pumping Doge. He come in and, pumped Bitcoin, saying he's got into Bitcoin. And it's really interesting because there is a crazy man out there. His name is John McAfee. And I didn't know this, but he's recently been arrested. And his wife is now beating the drum that Elon Musk is doing no more than her husband John McAfee was doing. So therefore, what her husband should be released, or Elon Musk should be arrested, or something along those lines. So, I can't. I've got no view either side. I'm just bringing this to the fore. I mean, he's a nutter. John McAfee's a total fruitcake, in my opinion. You can't put him and Elon Musk in the same basket. But in terms of, he was pumping up other coins to pump the market and then maybe dump out. I don't know. But Elon, hasn't he not been doing that with Dogecoin? I don't know. I've just, given you guys from some food for thought. By the way, if you want to get my attention, type in UK Bitcoin Master and it will light up orange. I've just seen Adam say that. So let me see what, there was two. Ian Stewart said, yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. Thank you, Ian. Gotcha. And Adam Meister, proud Zionist Jew. Adam, you need to come on the show as Bitcoin Meister once in a while, because that would maybe help my numbers as well. So come on, man, we're working really hard with each other. I'm doing my utmost to keep your numbers up and help your numbers grow. So come in as Bitcoin Meister on the odd occasion, Adam. I'd really appreciate it. It's nice to have you here, though, just the same. He said that the This Week in Bitcoin show will be tonight, not on Friday. People, if you follow Adam Meister's This Week in Bitcoin, which I never miss, that is tonight instead of tomorrow night. I've probably said that twice now, but I've made the announcement. So I'll be in the chat. Come and join us, because This Week in Bitcoin, he always has some awesome guests. So I'll catch you later on there, Adam. No problem at all. And it's worth following Bitcoin Meister as well. So back to this. So, just some parallels there with what Elon's doing and what John McAfee was doing. And then we come on to some stuff like Bitcoin will survive energy debates, says this green miner. So I think what I'm trying to point out here, people, is you're going to be pulled from pillar to post. You're going to be like a yo-yo, up, then down, high, then low. If you go and immerse yourself in this mainstream media FUD, okay, I would suggest, search out content creators that can give you honest information. Bitcoin Meisters This Week in Bitcoin always discusses Bitcoin topics which go way deeper than I can. Swan Bitcoin have some great panels. BTC Sessions, BTC Benny, always goes live on a Friday. Why are we bullish? And as good, it is fantastic, as good as Adam's. Sorry, Adam, they're brilliant. Both of them are in alignment. So, I love them both and I don't miss them. So these are the things you want to watch. You want to watch, debates where they talk about Bitcoin, the mining, the energy FUD and everything else, and not crazy articles like this that are going to, take your emotions up and down like a fiddler's elbow. You really want to be doing what I've just suggested. Then it says, here's why the Bitcoin run isn't done yet. Excuse me. And now that might be worth a read because it might give you some indicators as to why the bull run isn't over. And that is worth learning about, in my opinion. So, we've got articles there against Bitcoin. We've got articles for Bitcoin. We've got this one now. Guggenheim, somebody in Guggenheim last week or on my last show was saying that they feel that Ethereum, I haven't got any, I'm not interested in it. I can't even get the word out. Ethereum or ETH is going to have more utility than Bitcoin. I think ETH's got its place, but it is never going to be better than Bitcoin, and everything that's going to be built on top of Bitcoin is going to see that off the road eventually anyway. But the point of this one, it says 270 billion fund Guggenheim is seeking Bitcoin exposure, says the SEC filing. So whilst you got to look at big institutions that, they can't necessarily just hold Bitcoin. Their investors maybe want them to hold a basket of the top 10 coins maybe and understand why they do what they do. But here's the thing. They are looking for Bitcoin exposure. This is a big deal. Puppy Tube, welcome to you. Lance Hodder has joined us. Welcome, Lance. Great to have you in the house as always. Pound the like button, people. Strong Bitcoin hand. One Bitcoin will always equal one Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Delayed gratification. Personal responsibility is the new counterculture. Where did I get all that from? The Bitcoin Meister. There you go, Adam. I know it off by heart the same as you. Just very, very quickly, people. I want to shield this book because it really is a great book. Matthew Underhill, its author, is in the chat. Check it out on Amazon, Kindle or a book. It's a great gift. It's a great read. I've read it twice. I'm mindful of, it just because I read it and it is a great book and I've sort of met Matthew online personally. It is well worth a read for somebody who's a beginner into Bitcoin or you want to give it away as a gift. So that's the plug for Matthew's book. Okay. Some great tweets. Andy Edstrom, he's been on Bitcoin Meisters This Week in Bitcoin many times. He's a financial guy from Wall Street. Love this one. No killer app has been built on Bitcoin. I still haven't found a use case for Bitcoin. This is not Andy saying this. Bitcoin is a solution in search of a problem. And his response is, no! Hundreds of millions of people store their wealth in it. Billions of dollars traverse the network daily. Bitcoin is the thing. And this guy's a financial guy. Many, many, many years on Wall Street. You should be following Andy Edstrom on Twitter. Edstrom Andrew. He really does put some good stuff out there, people. Documenting Bitcoin. Bitcoin's proof of work was invented to escape proof of stake financial systems, i.e. roll your sleeves up and do the work, people. Yeah, that is what proof of work means, where the largest asset owners can unduly influence the rules of the game. That's proof of stake. Thanks to proof of work plus full nodes, I run my own full node, have done for well over a year now. Neither miners nor the biggest Bitcoin holders can change the protocol. Alex Gladstein, absolutely superb. It is understanding that no one can change Bitcoin's protocol. Now, you can fork it off and make your own protocol. Go to way to do it. I'll have your free coin, but you cannot change Bitcoin's protocol because of consensus rules. General consensus has to agree your idea. And I'm telling this for the noobs or the relatively new noobs got into Bitcoin and what makes it special. It can't be changed. Proof of stake, it most flipping definitely can be changed. We've seen it with Vitalik Ethereum changing how they run and operate. Okay, Mark Moss, perspective is the only word he's put in there. US Department of Defense, says Dan Heddle, burns 4.6 billion gallons of fuel a year. Media, Bitcoin's carbon footprint is a major issue. No, it isn't. There was something I want to show you all, and I'm wondering where it is. Just bear with me, because if I can find it, it would be well worth showing you. I'll drag it into the window. On this issue, I saw this and I just thought it was superb. Hold on, I'm trying to open up one of my apps. I hope you don't end up seeing it on the screen, but let me see if I can find it, because it was brilliant. I don't think I've got it here. Where did I put it? No, I haven't got it. I'll talk about it next time. It was just a superb schematic that shows the Bitcoin's energy's use, which was quite a powerful thing. Okay. Oh, crikey. Theboard. Okay, think of this one, people. Who introduced you to Bitcoin? For me, it was Francis Pouliot, a great Bitcoiner. Check out Bull Bitcoin. Francis Pouliot, somebody else well worth following on Twitter. On the McGill University campus in Montreal in 2013, he thinks. Wow. He was giving away free Bitcoin on paper wallets. I thought it was totally dumb. Oh, how ignorant. I love this. We all stand on the shoulders of someone who introduced us to Bitcoin. So, put somebody in the chat right now who introduced you to Bitcoin, or how did you hear about Bitcoin? First off, it can be one word, quick sentence. For me, I'm going to pay homage to Gary, my business associate from my other business. He reached out to me on May the 23rd, 2017. Asked me what I knew about it. I said, I haven't got a clue. What is it? And the rest is history. Hour and 3/4 on the phone. I got into the rabbit hole. 6 hours after we'd finished on Skype, I was living abroad at the time. I had my first Bitcoin in the bag on Coinbase. No, it wasn't Coinbase. It was actually local Bitcoins. Sorry. And the rest is history. So Gary, I will be forever grateful that you made the call, man. Thank you very much. Sometimes Gary's in our chat coming out with silly comments about Thai women, but there you go. Jason Banfield, welcome to the show. Great to have you in the house. Psycho Doc, I've seen you snuck in there. Welcome to the show. Don't forget to pound the like button. So, who introduced you to Bitcoin, people? Heidi, blockchain chick. Now, she talks about altcoins as well, but she never makes predictions. She doesn't shill particular coins, but I'm pretty impressed. She's just gone through 100,000 followers. Now, I think some of her thumbnails are slightly clickbaity, so maybe mine are low because I don't want to use clickbait. You know, I want my Twitter following and my YouTube show to grow organically, because Bitcoiners are finding it, regular people are finding it and feeling that I wear my heart on my sleeve. I don't make silly price predictions and that type of thing. So I'll happily stay behind Heidi. Nevertheless, lots to talk about Bitcoin hitting 100K in the future. Yeah. It'll hit 100K eventually. And I like this, but so what? What will you do then? You really going to sell your Bitcoin? You'd have to be nuts to sell it, in my opinion. Find ways to earn an income with your Bitcoin. There are plenty. There aren't so many at the moment that work too well in terms of what they give you, but I think the innovation that is happening already and is going to be happening over the next few years, it is going to see us with so many choices to leverage our Bitcoin, keeping control of our coin or our keys, and earning an override that could keep us living great in a great lifestyle without touching our Bitcoin. As Michael Saylor says, it is the most pristine asset the world has ever seen, ever in human living history. There's only going to be 21 million of them. I'm part of that 21 million club, which I'm really proud of. And whatever you've got, build on it and look after that like your life depends on it, because your family's financial future for generations to come actually does depend on it. So just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Steve Bruce, welcome, Steve. I hope that's not the Steve Bruce who is the manager of Newcastle United in the northeast of the UK. Very much doubt it. But Steve, welcome to the show. Great to have you in the house with us. Armin the Parman. A Bitcoiner giving up on Bitcoin and selling is giving up on freedom. Love this. Who'd do that? Real Bitcoiners. Now ask yourself if you're a real Bitcoiner. Real Bitcoiners who take the orange pill never go back. The network only grows. The more of us that are orange pilled in, we are not selling, we are not trading it. It is off the table, which is making it, the Bitcoin that is liquid scarcer and scarcer and scarcer. Couple that with the halvings that cut the Bitcoin down every 10 minutes, that's produced every 10 minutes. Remember, in 2024, it will be cut in half from 6.25 to 3.175 coins every 10 minutes. And then in half again 4 years after that, and half 4 years after that. Man, most of it's out there, people, and it's getting mopped up. Institutions as well as us retailers or retail are mopping it up, and it's going off the table. So that drives price up. The lows of the dips reflect it. The highs reflect the noobs. Just think about what's just been said there. And then Bitcoin Archive. Missing out on Bitcoin kills your soul. Just hodl. And this was a tweet, look, from the 25th of the 10th, 2011, where Nick Allen tweeted, Bitcoin down to $2.70 a pop. So glad I didn't buy in on that mess. I wonder if Nick Allen, close quotes, is still around and that tweet is haunting him. Can you imagine somebody calling him out on that? You Twitter bugs, you want to get out there and see if Nick Allen is still around or see if that thread's still going. I can't be asked, but I thought, crikey, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? When somebody comes out with, so glad I didn't buy in on that mess. Now, it's the same as some of these people that are, knocking Bitcoin, saying it's going to die, saying that everything's moving back into gold and away from Bitcoin again. Ultimately, somebody is going to have the last laugh, aren't they? And that is out there on a blockchain. It's out there on Twitter, and those people, I'm telling you, the Bitcoin plebs or plebes or whatever they're all called, they're going to call these people out in the future. People like Peter Schiff and Nouriel Roubini and all these types of people, Taleb, whatever his name is, they're going to be called out, aren't they? I think, and what do I know? I'm just some crazy Brit that twice a week wants to rant in his office about Bitcoin. Maybe I'll be called out in 5 or 10 years as the laughing stock because Bitcoin went to zero. But here's the thing. I'm hedging my bets that I am in the right place at the right time. So are you. So you need to tune out all of this noise, people, because it's just noise. Buy and hold and get on and enjoy life. That is all you need to do. And look at my quote. I love this one. It's not even words. Look at this iceberg. I love this. It says, you may know me, but you have no idea who I am. Now, let me liken that to Bitcoin. Nearly everybody out there in the world now has heard the name Bitcoin. That is the top bit. They know Bitcoin. They probably listen to the idiotic goings on the mainstream media, but they have no clue what Bitcoin is. It is sat below the surface, gradually gaining momentum. And I love the quote from Victor Hugo. And I think the quote is, nothing, not all the armies in the world can stop an idea whose time has come. And Bitcoin time has come, people. You ain't stopping it. They ain't stopping it. 99% of the world have heard the name, but have dismissed it or don't have a clue what it offers them and their families. So the mere fact that we are in this right now is the most incredibly exciting thing. And I'm telling you, and I mean this, it keeps me awake at night. You know, every time we do our 21 million club, by the way, I'm going to say in advance, welcome to Ian Stewart's house, who is going to be joining us in the 21 million club. Ian and I had a chat today, and he's aware of the criteria. He's in the house now. He's going to do his best to be in the house most of the time, retweet any tweets, etc. And, you know, be a Bitcoiner only, and be polite when they're in the 21 million club, and don't shill any altcoins. And that's the criteria, really. So if you want to come in once a month and have a good old chinwag with Bitcoiners like the great Rocky Palumbo and Michael Weber, who's in the chat, and people, Pubby from Anders and Pubby, or Danish and Pubby's Toxic Happy Hour. Pubby comes in on the 21 million club now and again. John from Malibu does. We really put the world to rights on everything from personal, family, Bitcoin, and we have a great meetup, and anyone can be part of that. I just don't want to make it an open forum. I want people to qualify for it by supporting my channel and me, of course, and then we then get to know each other offline. So really looking forward to welcoming you into the 21 million club on our next one, Ian. I'll add you to the email loop, and then you will get the email a week or so before we're planning. It's not always on a Saturday evening, though. So, people, that is your UK Bitcoin Master live show for today, the 3rd of June, 2021. If you are at Miami, I know Bitcoin Meister, or i.e. Proud Zionist Jew, is in Miami, going to be there. I'm seriously envious of you all if you are there. But here's the thing. Have a blast. Get some people streaming it out so some of us can see what's going on. I've heard of some of the things that are going to be going on 2021. 40 to 50,000 people, I've heard, is going to be in one venue. My goodness, this will hit mainstream media. I'm convinced of it. But it's on. The Bitcoin car is there now, the Indy 500 car. So if you're there, you're going to see that. Adam, go round and get somebody to take a photograph with you and the Bitcoin car. That would be pretty awesome. And DM it me on Twitter. That would be great. So that's it, people. Please don't forget to like this, share it, subscribe, bash the bell button. Go back into my comments after the show's ended and just put a short comment, great show, rubbish show, something, because that then messes with the YouTube algorithm. I didn't know that. I learned that from Bitcoin Meister. So Adam, thank you for teaching me that. And then it keeps this current on YouTube and more noobs can find it. So people, thanks for being on. I'll be back on Monday as always with my regular UK Bitcoin Master live show. Don't forget to subscribe to the backup channel, tweet this out, share it with 5 of your friends and say you want to watch this crazy Brit, and I'll catch you all on Monday. Signing off. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.